Hello, hello. Hey, Westside. Hey, Doug. Hey, Kevin. Promoted the show. Nice. Yeah, sorry I haven't gotten a video up yet for that to share out. Been trying to figure out how I want to do it. I'll be getting all that figured out this weekend. So how is everybody? Give it a few more minutes, let people filter in. Into a YouTube channel called Big T Coins. Have open sales on Sundays starting at 12:30. Sales via live stream and or by email. Huh, interesting. Shoot me an email about that. Hey, Jonathan, you're a new name. Welcome. All right, gonna give it a couple more minutes, then we'll get the beginning stuff out the way and get this thing going. It's probably still too early, but anybody seeing any 2025 yet? I'm guessing it's probably a little too early. Probably not out there really into circulation yet. Haven't even found a 2024 nickel yet. It definitely does take longer nowadays, unless you get like coins from the bank. Because most of us don't really, use cash anymore, so we don't get a lot of pocket change. We've seen in our area, we've seen mainly dimes, pennies, and quarters for the 24s. All right. For anybody new, payments made via PayPal. Use Cheapskate Coins at gmail.com. Use goods and services only, please. We also have Cash App using the same email. Cheapskatecoins at gmail.com. If you use Cash App, it will say Louis Cachera. That's me. You are in the right place. Shipping is $6 to $23. $6 being a little purple bubble mailer, $23 being a large flat rate box. If you want your package sent registered, there is an additional $35 charge on top of that. It is the only way you can insure coins all the way through the mail, and you will have to sign for it when it arrives. So keep that in mind. We do hold packages so you can maximize your shipping. So if you want your package held until you fill it up, let me know. Always recommend send me an email, because if it shoots by in chat and I don't have a chance to write it down, I may not see it or I may not remember. So I always recommend shoot me an email if you want your package held. If you're new, you can't get stuff by the end of the, or can get stuff tonight. You just have to shoot me an email by the end of the night. Email has to have your personal info, your shipping info, your channel name, which payment method you're going to use, and what email you use for that payment method for invoicing purposes. If I don't get that email by the end of the night, you will not get anything, and we never ship without payment. As always, make sure you look at the description below so you can see all the rest of our rules and policies. Here's our Facebook link. If you're on Facebook, go give us a follow. Tonight's lot list is on there. It is the top post as always. We do put the lot list on there every night we have a sale, so that way you can go and see what we got. We also have a mailing list. If you want to be on the mailing list, shoot me an email, cheapskatecoins at gmail.com. It's right there below the cute little foxes. If you get the mailing, if you're on the mailing list, you will get the lot list a few days before every sale. It's always at least 2 days before every sale. And as soon as you get the lot list, you will have the ability to pre-purchase items. It is first come, first serve, just like our sales. So if you want something, don't wait, jump on it. We do not charge for pre-sales right away. We wait until the night of the sale, and then we invoice everybody together. So you're basically just putting a hold on it and promising that you're going to pay for it. Because as soon as you tell me in the email that you want it, I remove, or, I put your name on it on the list, and it is removed from the stuff. And then, of course, when we put the day of the sale, when we put the lot list up on Facebook, anything that went in pre-sale is removed from the list. So what you see on Facebook is what is available. This week, we had no pre-sales whatsoever. Nothing. Nada. So every single lot is still available, which was surprising, actually. That's the first time that's happened in quite a while. All right, just a reminder, Saturday, February 8th, I will be doing a live stream and consignment sale with Mr. Rick Snow. It is going to be streamed from his shop, Eagle Eye Rare Coins, here in town. If you don't know who Rick Snow is, he is basically the rock star of the coin world. He literally wrote the books on the Flying Eagle and Indian cents. That is going to be, again, Saturday, February 8th. It will be starting at 1 p.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Mountain, 3 Central, 4 Eastern. So help us get word out about that. Tell everybody you know that that's coming. If we have a good enough turnout and it goes well enough, he has agreed to do it as like a bi-yearly kind of thing. And that would be awesome for you guys and for us. And at some point this weekend, I will be getting a video up on our channel. I haven't made just a regular video in so long. That's why it's been a while. You know, it's taking me so long to do it. I'm used to just doing live streams. But I will be getting a video up about it. And that way there will be something for you guys to share out. I'll be putting posts on Facebook about it. So yeah, help us get word out. We need a big turnout. We want to entice him to continue to doing it. That would be awesome. Also, sorry I didn't do the giveaway stream this past weekend like I said I was going to. As tends to happen so long or so often. You know, life got involved and said nay nay. But I will be doing that tomorrow. Tomorrow evening. So that's, for anybody who doesn't know, I do 2 giveaways. The first one is called the Montly Loots. It's anybody who buys something at one of our sales is automatically entered into a monthly giveaway. You only get 1 entry. It's not every time you buy something. But you're entered into a giveaway, and then at the... It's supposed to be at the beginning of the next month, but I'm a slacker, and I have a very busy life. So sometimes it ends up being late. There's been times that I've ended up having to do it for 2 months at a time. But you are entered to win something. Sometimes it's something big. Sometimes it's something little. Sometimes it's something medium. But, hey, it's free. Don't complain. The second one is if we do... Anytime we have a sellout... excuse me. Anytime we have a sellout, which means we sell every single item on the list... Which last time that happened was a year ago. Then a percentage of the money from the sale gets put into a pot. And then at the end of the month, however much money is in the pot, I will go and get the best coin I can possibly get for that money. And it will be given away to somebody who bought something only at that sellout stream. So, like I've said many times, if we can get to the point where we're selling out every week, that's always been the goal, you know, you could end up with, you know, $800, $1,000 in that pot every month. So, I mean, imagine the coins that I can get at dealer prices for that kind of money and be giving away if we can ever get this channel up to that point. So, those are the 2 main giveaways that we do. And also, I don't say this often enough. Like, if you're not subscribed to our channel, throw us a sub. I rarely ever say that. I've been doing this I started this channel in 2018. And we're still not at 1,000 subs. So, in YouTube terms, that is terrible. So, if you're not subbed up, throw us a sub. We would appreciate it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. That's all I can think of. All right. All right, let's get this thing going. Let's try and make tonight a good night, too. Let's blow some stuff out of here. So we can go get more new stuff. All right, first item up is a coin album. It's just the album. It is. It's literally called Half Dollars Miscellaneous. It is a Whitman Dansko style. It's going for $10. So, it has the little windows just like the Danskos do with the plastic film on each side. All the inserts are there. None of them are labeled, so you can put whatever half dollars you want into it. You could even use it for world coins if you wanted to, that are, you know, half dollar-ish size. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4 pages at 16 slots per page. So 64 slots. Yeah. Anybody had $10? These things are like $30 new. They're basically almost the same price as Dansko's. These are good, actually good albums for people that can't find the WorldCoin albums. You can just utilize these. Put your own label on the front. All right, moving on. If anybody does decide you want it, let me know. All right, banknotes. Got one U.S. banknote today. It is an uncirculated 1957 silver certificate dollar. Going for $5. Nice uncirculated, crisp. Anybody? Going to Kelly. How you doing tonight, Kelly? Okay, there we go. Kelly. Oop, nope. Oh, I just remembered the other thing I forgot to mention at the beginning. My wife does have to work tonight, so here in about 30 minutes, if she's not up, I will have to take a quick break and go wake her up. Just so everybody's aware. All right, next up. All right, all of our world banknotes tonight are the old Germany notes, so hopefully we got some people wanting to build some of them up. Just chilling while working on your collection. It's always a good thing to be doing. All right, first one is a 1914-20 marks. Going for $4. Anybody? Actually, I have 2 of these available. Here is the other one. Anybody on these? $4 a piece. All right, moving on to the 1915 20 mark. Fairly early run, too. And again, going for $4. Anybody? Yeah, I got a few books I got to overhaul soon for my world collection. They're getting to the point where I got to start breaking them up into denomination sections. I start them off when I don't have a lot. I start them off as year sections. Moving on. So just each coin from the year, but especially for the coins that have, like, 5 or 6 different coins for the year. It starts to get really weird in the book, so eventually I have to break it up into sections for the denominations. Next up, 1918 20 mark. I've not seen those. This one's going for $3 because it does have a little tear down here. So if you don't mind one little tear, you're getting it for $1 cheaper than normal. Try and get this lined a little higher. Ooh, glare. Move light. Chill out. That's a little better. Anybody? Man, no love for banknotes tonight. All right, moving on to the 1919 50 mark. Going for $4. All right, moving on to the 1920 10 marks. Anybody? All right, moving on to the 1920 100 marks. All right, moving on to the 1922 100 marks. All right, moving on to the 1923. This is a 20,000 mark. Starting to get into that hyperinflation. All right, moving on. And the last of the banknotes, 1924 50 million marks. Nothing on the back. If anybody wants all of them, well, except for, just one of the 1914s, because you don't need two of them. So that would be 9 notes. If anybody wants all of them, I'll do all of them for 27 bucks. That drops them to $3 each and saves you $8. Anybody? Man, even as a cheap bundle, nobody wants them. All right. Moving on. All right, next up. We haven't been having these quite as often lately just because I haven't had the time to get enough stuff done to make them, but we do have one tonight. It is the 100 foreign box. So as always, these 100 coins in the box, all already labeled up. Over 20 bucks. Give you a few examples of some coins. Let's see, we got a 2006 Taiwan dollar. Got a 78 5-cent New Zealand. Get back in there. Come on. Let's see what this one is. This one's a 1980 25-cent Netherlands. $1980 210 Pfennig, Germany. That's the D-Mint. $1946 either a 46 or a 40. Can't read my own handwriting. 1940 halfpenny from Britain. That one's a 79 20-cent Hong Kong. A 1949 5 franc France. Anybody? All right, moving on. I can tell this is going to be a slow night. Oh, Kelly came in right at the end for the box. Congrats, Kelly. I'll have to double check your package, but that might upgrade you to a medium. Unless it can fit into a padded with whatever you've already got. Alright, next up. It's kind of a neat little bundle I thought somebody might like. This is a 7 British farthing bundle. It's going over 12 bucks. So less than $2 a coin. So you're getting a 1908. Those are rare to actually come by. Any of the Edward years are rare to come by. Oop, side flip. So 1908. Got a 1913. 1936. Which I actually might undergrade that. That's more like it. That's like a EF. Yeah, I think I undergraded that one. 39. A 40. $45. And 49, this one is an EF, and this one's still got a lot of the red coloring to it. So that is a fairly nice farthing right there. Anybody? 12 bucks for the bundle. Wrong way. I don't think I've ever done a farthing bundle before. All right, moving on. All right, I got one more coin that is a world coin that is not silver, but it is a very good coin. It is a 1974 10 rupee from India. Proof decam. Only 12,000 of these were minted. NGC list at proof 63 is 45 bucks. I can tell you right now, this is better than a proof 63. And it is going for 30 bucks. Anybody? Only 12,000 of these ever made. Here's your chance to get one. Man, nobody. It's a tough crowd tonight. It's a super rare coin and nobody wants it. And this is like the fourth time I've shown it. Nobody grabs it tonight. I'm probably just going to put this in my collection. Because I don't have one of these. Alright. Moving on. And then also from 74, the 50 rupee. This one is a 50% silver proof decam. Only 13,000 minted, going for 40 bucks. And this one, by the way, is in a 2.5 by a 2.5. This does not fit in a 2x2. This is a bigger coin. If anybody wants both, I'll give you $5 off. Do it as a set. So 65 instead of 70. Save $5 if you get both. All right, is there anybody that wants coins tonight? Maybe I should just ask that. All right. Moving on. Apparently not, since nobody answered. Next up, 1960 500 Liar, 83.5% silver BU, $22. I'm just trying to get y'all to actually respond. I feel like I'm sitting here talking to myself. All right, moving on. On to Mexico. Hey, Ronald. Kicking off Mexico, 1945, 50 centavo. 72% silver, AU, $8. God. Get a little closer there. Come on. Focus. Wrong way. There we go. Now you can see better. Anybody? You're in between kids and laundry. Make the kids do the laundry. That's why you have kids, man, to make them do stuff. All right, moving on. They got to learn at some point, right? All right, next up, 1932, open 9. 1 peso. 72% silver, VF, over $16. So as I'm sure you probably guessed, this does have an open 9 and a closed 9 version. This is the open 9 version. All right, moving on. Next one up, we have 2 available. These are 1947s. They are both extremely fines. And they're $10 each. Here is number 1. These are 50% silver, by the way, if I didn't mention that. And here is number 2. Hey, Danny Dave. You want the 32? You got it, sir. Just gotta work. Nice. If you missed it, Dandy Dave, if you're interested in the banknotes, I did a bundle for all of them. Well, except for the 1914s, because there's 2 of them, so there's only 1 in the bundle because you don't need a duplicate. But so 9 notes, I did a bundle for $27, so it's $8 off, just in case you're interested. It's all those old Germanys. 32, Dandy Dave. All right, got your name on the 32, sir. All right, moving on. Next up is the 1948 1 peso EF, also $10. Oh, and then I also did a bundle deal on the 2 India rupees. It's the 7410 rupee and the 7450 rupees. For if anybody wanted both, it was 65, so it knocked $5 off. The 7410 rupee only had 12,000 minted, and the 7450 rupee only had 13,000 minted. Anybody on this one? $10. $48 going to Doug. Congrats, All right. And then the next 2, these are the 10 percenters. Got 1957 in VF for $3. These are the ones that have like almost the same amount of silver in them as a war nickel. All right, moving on. And then we got the 63 1 peso. 10% silver VF $3. And this one's going to Kelly. Congrats, Kelly. All right, next up is the 1947 5 peso. Just one of the 90% silver years. It is AU toned. .8618 ounce of silver in this thing. This is almost a full ounce of silver. This guy's like cool coppery toning on it. Looks very cool. And 57 1 peso going to Kelly. You got it. All right, moving on. Next up is the 1952 5 peso. This one is a BU proof like 72% silver. Well, for 50 bucks. Check that out. That is probably the shiniest one of those I have ever seen. Excuse me. All right, moving on to the 1953 5 peso. This one is BU, 30 bucks, 72% silver. All right, moving on. All right, next one up, I've got 3 available. There's one that's a Gem BU proof like, and then 2 that are just regular BUs. These are the 1968 25 pesos. The Gem BU proof like is 25. The regular BUs are 22. So this is the Gem BU proof like one. Nice and frosty devices there. And then here is standard BU number 1. And standard BU number 2. That was almost like a proof like. Anybody on these? Dandy Dave has been in the proof like. You got it, sir. Alright, moving on. Next one up, we have two available. These are 1972 25 pesos. Both BUs, 22 bucks each. 72% silvers. Anybody? Alright, moving on. And the last coin from Mexico, 1978, 100 peso. 72% silver BU, 28 bucks. Alright, moving on. Next up, we got a 1948 50 franc Belgium. 83.5% silver, extremely fine, 12 bucks. Going to Doug. Scratch Doug. All right. Next up, Japan. All right, first one, we got two available. These are 19,900 yens. One is an EF, one is an AU. The EF is 5 bucks, the AU is 6 bucks. So here is the EF. And here is the AU. Anybody on these? All right, moving on. And the last one of Japan is 1963, 100 yen. EF for $5. 60% silver. All right, moving on. All right, next up is one coin from Turkey. It is the 1960 10 lira. 83% silver. That's on the plastic, not the coin. It's a VF for $14. It's got like a gold patina toning starting on it. That's that coloration you're seeing. All right, moving on. Next up is Austria. Got a bunch of coins from Austria tonight. Anybody looking to boost your Austria collection? Oop. Turkey is going to Doug. You got it, sir. All right. First coin from Austria is a 1965 shilling. 64% silver, extremely fine, dark toned, very cool antique look. It's extremely fine. NGC list on this coin is $35. I'm doing it for 15. Less than half of list. Come on, Westside, this one's got your name all over it. You love those antique tone coins. All right, moving on. To the 1958 10 shilling. 64% silver, extremely fine, $7. moving on to the 1971 10 shilling. 64% silver, extremely fine, $7. Also starting to get some dark toning on it. And 58 and 71 both going to Doug. You got it. All right, on to 25 shillings. All right. These are out of order. Give me a sec. I gotta fix the order on these real quick. All right. All right, first one up. We actually got two of these available. These are 1964, 25 shillings. These are the Franz Grill Parser. 80% silver. They're both BUs. We got one of them that's got a little bit of toning on it. It's starting to tone up a bit. It's not this one. It's this one. These are $30 each. So anybody wants one, just let me know if you want the toned or the untoned. Hey, Bo. All right, moving on. Next up is the 1967. This is the Maria Theresa release. 80% silver BU, $28. This is the one that was modeled after the old Thaler design. Ooh, that is a long day. We're going for $28. Alright, moving on. To the 1968 25 shilling BU. 80% silver, $22. Oh, that's the wrong one. This one. There we go. Nope, that's not the right one either. Hang on. Okay, this one was the right one. My bad. I just forgot to put the Lucas von Hildebrand on the label. But I brought the other one is the same one, but it's the proof. And the proof only had 41.8 thousand minted. The proof is 45 bucks. If anybody wants both of them as a set, the BU and the proof, I'll do both for 50 bucks. Give you a nice deal off these. That saves you $17 if you get both. That is a heck of a deal. You get the BU and the proof. Man, even at 17 bucks off, nobody wants them? Hey, nothing wrong with that ramen, man. Don't diss the ramen. All right, moving on. All right, on to 50 shillings. All right, first one is 1964. This is the ski jump from the Olympic series. 90% silver BU, 25 bucks. This is not real cool. What is just the melt on this one? The current melt value on this coin, just the melt value alone right now, is $17.89. Not bad. All right, moving on. To the 1966 50 shillings. 90% silver, BU proof like. Frosty building. Over 28 bucks. All right, moving on to the 1971 90% silver gem BU, $30. It's the Julius Rab. Anybody? I really like that reverse. I've always been a big fan of that reverse. All right, moving on to the 1973 Theodore Comer 50 shilling proof decam. 90% silver, 131.6 thousand. There we go. 131.6 thousand minted. $32. All right, moving on to the 1974 50 shillings. This is the commemorative 175th anniversary of the Austria Police. 64% silver BU, $22. All right, moving on. All right, last coin from Austria is the 1978 100 shilling. 64% silver BU, $22. That's quite the nose. By the way, here's a reverse since I forgot to show it. All right, moving on. All right, next we have one coin from South Africa. It is a 1942 sixpence. 80% silver AU, $6. You've been to 78. You got it, sir. All right, moving on. Next up, we got a 1933 5 francs from Switzerland. You're very welcome. 83.5% silver, EF, $15. All right, moving on to Germany. Oh, that one's going to Dandy Dave. Congrats, Dandy Dave. All right. Kicking off Germany is 1951D. 5 marks. 62.5% silver BU. NGC list on this coin is $65. We're doing it for 28. That's almost $40 off list. Munch that ramen. Dig in. Do you do the brick ramen or the cup of noodle ramen? Or do you do both? All right, moving on. Do the brick and add your own veggies. Nice. Next up is 1951F. 5 marks. 62.5% silver EF. This one's got some cool toning on it. Going for $8. All right, moving on. Last one from Germany. 1977 J, 5 marks. Carl Friedrich Gauss. It's the guy that the magnetic force is named after. The Gauss force. 62.5% silver proof. 250,000 of these ever made. $15. All right, moving on. All right, next up, we got one coin from Denmark. It is a 1923 2-kroner. 80% silver BU, 207,000 basically minted. List on this one is $125. I'm doing it for 60. That is an awesome coin. Somebody should add that to their collection. That is a very, very awesome coin. All right, moving on. To the 1964 10-kroner from Norway. 90% silver BU, $22. All right, moving on. All right, next up, kind of our midway point here, we got 3 from the USA Philippines. First one is a 45 Denver, 10 centavos. 75% silver VF. Over $4. Hey, Bill. Going to Kelly. Congrats, Kelly. All right, and then I've got 2 of these available. These are 1944S 50 centavos. They're both EFs and they're $10 a piece. You know what? Just for the heck of it, anybody who gets one of these, I'm going to give you a free companion coin to go with it. I'm going to also give you, one's going to Danny Dave. I'm going to also give you a 1 centavo USA Philippines from the same year, 44S. So you're getting that for free to go with that, Danny Dave. And if anybody gets the second one, you are also going to get a 1 centavo to go with it. Anybody on the other one? As long as you pay by like the beginning of the month, like around the 1st. I don't mind doing that. Just let me know what day. 3rd? Yeah, that's fine. I'll just put a note on it to invoice you on the 3rd. Or around the 3rd. It'd be after the sale on the 30th would be when I would just send out your invoice. All right, last call on this one. The 50 centavo and the 1 centavo both together for $10. All right, moving on. Ooh. Get everything moved over real quick. All right, I've got to use the bathroom, so give me a quick few, and we will be going into U.S. coinage. I'll be right back. All right, apologies for the delay. Hey, Thomas. All right, American coinage. Kicking off with some proof pennies. Got the 2010 proof, $2. Proof decam. The first year of the Shield cent. Going to Kelly. All right, then we got the 2011 proof decam going for $2. Thank you for the likes. That they are. I often say, if you want to put together the best looking coin set, put together a proof set. Because they are specifically designed to look the best. Alright, moving on. And then the Hoopty year, the 2012. This one's going for $3. The super low mintage year. And going to Kelly. Congrats, Kelly. Oh, dude, do you know how much a presidential proof set is worth? If you have the whole set, it's like $300. And that's just as raw in an album. If you have high grades, they're worth even more. People don't realize the value of the presidential coins. Oh, you just want to know if I have albums for the presidential dollars? I've got the trifold ones. If you wanted them for the whole collection, you would technically need 3 of them because they're each for one thing. Oh, you're looking for a Dansko? Yeah, I don't have any Danskos in stock whatsoever. All right, next up, nickels. All right, I've got... This one's got 2 available. Westward Journey, piece metal, proof decam. $2 each. Yeah, right now, pretty much all the albums I have in stock are all the trifolds. They're like, I have a crap ton of trifolds. If anybody wants anything in a trifold, I've probably got it. At least for American coins. I'll keep an eye out for one. All right, moving on. All right, and then also 2 available for the keel boat. Yeah, it's on a guess. You're probably gonna be looking at around like $30 if I can find one. It's usually about the going rate for them. All right, moving on to the 2006 Return to Monticello. This was the last year of the Westward Journey series, going for $2. All right, moving on. Oh, no, this one's going to Doug. Congrats, Doug. All right, next one, I also have 2 available. These are the 2009s. Another little vintage year. Going $2 each. All right, moving on to the 2010 Proof Decam for $2. Just a reminder to everybody, mark it on your calendars. Saturday, February 8th. Starting at 1 p.m. Pacific, 2 Mountain, 3 Central, 4 Eastern. Live stream and consignment sale with Mr. Rick Snow, streamed from his shop, Eagle Eye Rare Coins. Help spread word about it. We're trying to get a huge turnout for that stream, because if it goes well enough, he said he'll make it a bi-yearly thing. All right, moving on. 2011. And don't worry, he's not going to be throwing out like $20,000 coins. Might show a couple of them just so you guys can see them, but it's not going to expect you guys to buy $20,000 coins. 2011, $2. Or more, you know. You get him going, though. He does like showing off some of the hoopty coins that he's got. As I would, too. I would love showing them off if I had them. Well, depending on how nice you want it, those things get expensive. All right, moving on. And then the last of these, again, the hoopty year, 2012. Going for $3. Anybody? All right, moving on. He might have a few. He deals mostly in the U.S. coins. But some of the stuff he might have would be like slabbed 8 reals, and I know he's got some really cool like high-end ancients. All right, next up, got a couple silver proof dimes. First one is the 2009 90% silver proof decam, $4. Going to Bill, you got it, sir. Let me make sure to put that note on here. Paying on the 3rd. All right. Next up, 2010 90% silver proof decam. Going for $4. Gotta love them when they're white on black. Doesn't get any more deep cam than that. This one's going to Kelly. Congrats, Kelly. Kelly beat you, Bill. And the last of these, the 11. 90% silver proof decam going to Bill. Congrats, Bill. Alrighty. Next up, quarters. Got one barber quarter. It is a 1902 plain date. 90% silver. It is about good for $8. Hey, $4 for a silver proof dime is a good price. I'll have them in again eventually. I get them in quite often. Yep. It has been well loved, that's for sure. That's why it's only $8. It's about the cheapest you're going to get a bar recorder for. Tell you what, I'll give you guys a better deal on this one tonight. Tonight only, I'll go $6. That's my break-even price. See if we can find it a home. Anybody want to give this guy a home for $6? Dandy Dave's taking it for $6. You got it, sir. All right, next one, 2 available. These are 1927 plain date standing liberties. They're both in good. Going for $8 each. Got one going to Bill. Any takers on the second? Second going to Dandy Dave. Grats and grats. All right, next up, we got some silver-proof quarters. All right, first up is the 09s. So this is the 6-quarter set. Got America Samoa, Puerto Rico, U.S. Virgin Islands, Guam, and District of Columbia. Or $60 for the set. If you buy the whole set, that saves you $12. Oops, I forgot to link one. There you go, there's one I missed. Northern Marianas Islands. Alright, there's your American Samoa. Puerto Rico. U.S. Virgin Islands. Guam. District of Columbia. And Northern Mariana. Actually, you know what? I'll do you guys a better one tonight. Tonight only, I will go $54 for the year. That drops them all down to $9 each. That saves you $18. That is the lowest, I think the lowest I've ever done in an 09 set. Man, nobody wants that at that price. All right, moving on. Next up, 2010s Mount Hood. Yosemite. Yellowstone. Hot Springs. And the Grand Canyon. I'm going to do you guys a good one on this one too. Or $55 for the year. $5 lower than I normally do it. That drops into $11 each. So that's $15 off. Here's your Mount Hood. Yosemite. Yellowstone. Hot Springs. And Grand Canyon. Anybody? That's a very good deal. Normally I go $60 for the year. All right, moving on. But apparently nobody wants the good deals. All right, on to $50. First one, 1963 Denver, Franklin half. 90% silver BU, $20. That is a pretty coin. Wow. By the way, I will not have time tonight to do like a really long recap. I'll try and do like a quick short one. Franklin going to Danny Dave. Congrats, sir. So just FYI. Next up is 1986 San Francisco Statue of Liberty commemorative proof. Going for $4. Stuff like this, like these cheap commemoratives and stuff, this is a good way to get kids into it. Keep the hobby going with the next generation. Going to Danny Dave. Trying to get your foreign silver coins built up. Well, almost everything foreign silver that was on the list is still available. So take a quick look at the list if you wanted anything and let me know what. And I'll tell you if it's still available. Very little of it sold. Oh, Bill knows that. Bill's been one of my guys for almost since the beginning. Next up, 1998 Kennedy, 90% silver proof. $18. Yes, indeed. Like I said, you've been with me. Actually, you might have been with me since the beginning. I think you might have actually been there on like our first stream. All right, moving on. All right, next up, got some Ike dollars. First one, we got two available. These are the 1972 Denvers. This is one of the years. 71 and 72 were the years they did not include the Ikes with the mint sets. It was circulated only. So these are BUs and going at $5 each. One going to Thomas. Yeah, it was, August of 2018 was when I started this channel. Anybody on the second? Danny Dave's grabbing the second one. Congrats, sir. All right. All right, and then the next, I got four of these available. These are the 1975. These are the Type 1s. That's how you know they're 75s. These are the 75 release. Because they have the skinnier lettering. So these are going for $3 each. All BUs. All 75 plain dates. One going to Dave. I like when I get, like, sometimes I'll buy these in big bundles, and I'll take the ones that are like the, you know, the lower grade beaters, and I'll go and actually spend them just to see the reaction from people, from like the tellers, because it just messes them up for a second. They have to like figure out, what the heck did I just get handed? All right, moving on. All right, next up. Oh yeah, definitely. Some of them don't even think they're real. Next up, got some Sacagaway approves. First one, I got 2 available. These are the 09s. One for $4 each. First year of the Native American reverses. Anybody, $4 a piece. One going to Dandy Dave. Anybody on the second one? All right, moving on. And we got the 2010, also going for $4. Only one available on that one. Got a nice 50 franc. What country? France, Switzerland, Belgium. All right, moving on. And the last one of these is the 2011 proof decam for $4. Very nice. Yeah, even I don't get the 50 franc ones very often. All right, moving on. All right, we were talking about them earlier. We've got some tonight. Presidential proofs. Oh, bundle price? For one of each year? I'll give you $9. Make them $3 each. So you get the 9, the 10, and the 11 for $9. All right, cool. I will let you see the Belgium as soon as I get done with the list. You got it. All right. Presidentials. Kicking off with 2009s. I have 2 sets of 2009s. This is John Taylor. Zachary Taylor. Or John Tyler. There we go. Zachary Taylor. James K. Polk. And William Henry Harrison. For $12 for the year. Again, I got 2 sets of these, so 2 people could do the year deal. Here's John Tyler. Zachary Taylor. James K. Polk. And William Henry Harrison. Anybody? Oh, I guess I can't show you the Belgium. I forgot Doug grabbed it. Belgium is gone. And here's the other set. All right, moving on. All right, 2010s. Abraham Lincoln. Franklin Pierce. James Buchanan. And Millard Fillmore. Or $12 for the set. If you like the big coins, you should go for that one from the 50 rupee from India. That one's in a 2.5 by a 2.5 because it's too big for a 2x2. Here's the Abe Lincoln. Franklin Pierce. James Buchanan. And Millard Fillmore. And I did a deal on that one for if anybody wants both of the Indias. I did a $5 off deal if you get both. Both of them are really low mintage. One's 12K, one's 13K on the mintages. If you do just the 50 rupee one, it's $40. 1974 50 rupee, it's a 50% silver proof decam, 13K minted at $40. The one that I did with it, if you want the deal, is 1974 10 rupees, which is 12K minted. That's a non-silver coin. It was $30, and then if you did both of them, then I gave you $5 off. So $65 for both, or $40 for just the silver one. All right, moving on. No love for presidentials tonight. These are a very underappreciated series. I think more people should get these. All right, 2011s, Andrew Johnson. Rutherford B. Hayes. James Garfield. And Ulysses S. Grant. Oregon, $12 for the year. Okay, Bill, let me finish the list first, and then I will show you stuff. Anybody on the 11s? All right, moving on. All right, last 4 items on the list are the 2012s, the Hoopty year. Chester A. Arthur. Grover Cleveland. 22nd president. Grover Cleveland, 24th president. And Benjamin Harrison. These are $6 a piece. For these, I will go or 20 for the set. Because these are the 2012s, low mintage. Lowest mintage year out of any of the presidentials. Can't really call it the lowest mintage set anymore, because the newest ones that are the 3.9 fine silver all have really low mintages. Someone broke a lot of sets. Yeah, that somebody would be me. All right, moving on. All right, let me dig out the Mexicos. These are the 47 1 pesos. Bill. $50% silver, extremely fine, and they are $10 each. And there's 2 of them available. Shibbit, Inu, and Big Wolf. They're foxes. All right, one of these is going to Bill. No. Yeah, it's a fox with her cub. Her pup, or whatever fox babies are called. And here's the India set again, if anybody wanted to do the deal on it. That's the 10 rupee. This one is not silver. But only 12,000 minted. And NGC list at proof 63 would be 45 bucks. That's a lot better than a 63. And that one's 30 bucks. And then this is the 50% silver one that's too big to fit in a 2x2. This is a big coin. Almost an ounce of silver in this thing. $13,000 minted. 40 bucks. This was the one that I did. If anybody wants both, I'd go 65 for both. So you get $5 off. They're awesome coins. And very low mintage. It's 25,000 minted between the two of them. So those are still available. All the Germany banknotes are still available. I did the deal on them. If anybody wants to get all of them, I did a bundle deal on them all. The 7 British farthing set is still available. The Danska or the Whitman album is still available. The $50 album. For world silver, of course, the Indias, the Italy coin, all of this for the Mexico is still available. The 3 Japans. The Turkey, a bunch of the Austria, almost all of the Austria is still available. Don't mind showing the Mexico that had the toning. One second. Trying to figure out which Mexico had the toning. It just says miscellaneous $50, Bill. Oh, there it is. Dandy Dave, this is the toned one. It's got like a copper toning on it. It's pretty cool. It's a 1947 5 peso. It's 90% silver. Nearly an ounce of silver weight. AU toned. 40 bucks. So Wayne, anytime you get banknotes, we make basically an envelope out of poster board to make sure that the banknotes get to you in good shape. That's the listing on that one. If anybody on this one, if anybody wants it. But again, World Silver, we've still got the South Africa. We've got the Japan, Italy, Germany. We got one coin left for USA, Philippines. We got the one coin from Norway. What would the postage be? If you don't already have a package, if it's just banknotes, it would be the... I'm pretty sure it'd be the $6 shipping, because it'd just be in a bubble mailer. Because I never ship without tracking. And Bill, here's that album. It's the Whitman Classics, like the Danska style one. But it's just missed $half. So you can put whatever you want in it. It's $10 for the album if you want it. The album? No, she didn't get the album. It's still available. Kelly got the Hunter foreign box. So yeah, so Wayne, it would be 9 banknotes altogether. And $27 would be your price for them. It's the 2014 20 marks, 2015 20 marks, or not 20, 1914. There we go. Let's get the right century. 1914 20 marks, 1915 20 marks, 1918 20 marks, 1919 50 marks, the 1920 10 marks, 1920 100 marks, and the 1922 100 marks, the 1923 2,000 or 20,000 marks, and the 1924 50 million marks are the 9 banknotes. Just flash through some of these real quick for the banknotes. Did you want to pick these up, Wayne? For the deal, it makes them a flat $3 each. All right, these, and then the other 1947 peso. All right, you got it, sir. All right, anybody else want anything else out of any of the coins, the world silver, anything? Again, we've still got a bunch of Mexico, a bunch of Austria. We have the India. We have the Germany. We have one USA Philippines 50 centavo left. We got Japan, South Africa, Norway. Yeah, you're doing Cash App now. I got you. USA Philippines is $10. And if you get it tonight, you get the free bonus coin with it. You get the 44S 1 centavo along with it if you grab it tonight. Look for invite. All right, Danny Dave. Did you want this one or no? Since you're asking about. Or if anybody else wanted it, it's $10. And tonight, if you get it, you get the free 1 centavo with it. All right, and that's going to Aaron. All right. Anybody else? Last call on everything. So yeah, we still got that much of Mexico left. That much of Austria. The 2 Indias. The 3 Germanys. South Africa. Japan. Italy. Norway. Still got all the silver proof quarters for the U.S. Still got the British farthing set available. The little bundle. The 1998 S Silver Kennedy half. The 2009 S Sacagawea. And all of the proof nickels. Norway. 1964 10 kroner, 90% silver BU. $22. That's some Viking silver right there. You want to throw that one on yours, Thomas? Norway going to Thomas. Soon as I find it on the list again. There it is. Oh, and the Denmark one is still available too. That one was one of the hoopty coins for the night. If you want some more Viking silver. So if anybody is interested in this one's from 1923. It is a 2 kroner. 80% silver. It's BU. 203,357 minted. NGC list on this coin is 125 bucks. I'm doing it for 60. So less than half of list for that coin. But I gotta get out of here, so last call, guys. Anybody on anything? All right. As always, guys, thanks for coming out. Give me a bit to get the invoices out. Just a reminder, I will be doing the giveaway for last month tomorrow because I didn't get to it this past weekend. So keep an eye out for me popping on tomorrow evening. And remember to get word out about the February 8th Rick Snow stream. Hey, everybody have a great